Hi guys, I'm Nagadir-chan, and welcome to my review for Blade of the Immortal 2019, Episode 6 and Episode 7. I couldn't do previous episode kinda alone, so I'm sticking it together. So I will start with Episode 6, which was very interesting. We got introduced to another Itaryu guy. I don't remember his name. But he was a mask maker, and actually he was really good at it. I really liked his mask, very talented, good. Problem here is he has a family now. Well, at least a little young boy kid. And he's kinda living a normal life, selling his mask and trying to raise his son. So we have a lot of things going on in this episode. So it started kinda with, started a little bit after the start. Rin was kinda reminiscing about some past stuff, especially about what her grandfather told her. I think it was about that, like, there's a lot of revenge happening in the world and people are killing each other and it continues, like it's kind of never ending circle of hate and revenge and people are struggling. So she was kid, so she didn't understand much, but he was like kind of telling her that she should not go that path. But she kind of, like I've said, didn't understand that much because she was a kid. But it was very cute because even she didn't understand much. They were like, I think they were near a shrine and like she wished for not her family to get like kinda scorched or burned. So that was really cute seeing that she like wished that nobody would want revenge on her family. Well, that didn't happen, sadly. Because Anatsu got revenge on her because what happened to his father. Yeah. World is interesting, isn't it, right? So she was kinda this whole episode thinking what is right and what is not, and which path she wants to go, and if she should like go the path of her revenge and should not care about people involved and such, and that's like very important for growth of her character, because first episode she was very willingly to like kill everybody, but now it's getting more interested and complicated. She even met Anotsu and she still wants revenge, but like with this party killed many people and her main goal is just Anotsu, but they're killing other people and they are getting distracted by them, so it's kind of pain in the ass, So she met this boy who is a son of that former Itaryu guy, and she kind of helped him because he was harassed by some samurai, I think. Well, guy with a sword, so I'm assuming he was samurai. And she kind of helped him, she apologized for him, and helped him, even though the guy was harassing her, was very kind of nasty and mean towards her, but she swallowed the pride and saved their lives, so that was cool. The boy was kind of like wanted to introduce her to his father. Rin was kind of surprised. She knew that this kid is son of former Itaryu guy. She was kind of surprised that this kid didn't know anything what his father did in the past, but I mean that's logical. Why would he tell that to his son? Like, poor kid was totally oblivious about what is happening, didn't know a thing. Even Rin seemed like shocked by this fact that this guy she despised, who was with Itaryu, like had a normal family and was trying to live a normal life. So yeah, this is getting more deeper because revenge is not always so easy when you think about that. So that's why I love Blade of the Immortal manga, even this anime, because it's more complicated and there are people involved which maybe were there when bad stuff happened, but are not necessarily that bad, if you know what I mean. There is a lot of shades of gray, and I love it. I love when anime, movies, shows, whatever, are like in this gray area, because it's very realistic and very like in our world. So I love it when this happens. So she went to their house and to meet the father, to like kind of have a conversation. The whole scene at the start was kind of awkward because he didn't remember her, and she knew that he is the guy who was present and what happened, but now he has a family and is trying to live normally. So she was kind of like, I guess at first she didn't know what to do, but she settled her mind and she didn't want to kill him. So she kind of told him who she is. So, like, when the son went there again, the father kind of sent him away, like, this is probably going to get nasty. So, like, they didn't tell him, they tried very hard to, like, this, for the scene to look like very normal conversation, which wasn't, obviously. So they sent him away to kind of solve this problem. And Rin didn't want to kill him because basically his son saved him, but she still didn't like him. I mean, it's normal. She wanted him to apologize for her mother, because what they did to her mother, not very nice. Not very nice. I mean, of course they raped her, and I don't remember if it was probably in front of her, even though some guy, I think it was that sicko who kind of implanted her mother onto himself or whatever, kind of shielded her. This guy painted some weird marks on her. He's painter and kind of has, I don't know, this thing to paint our women which are in miserable situations almost naked in front of him. Kind of no wonder that his wife left him. I'm not surprised. He's kind of a little bit sick. He loves to paint with blood, obviously, because he painted on her mother with the blood of her late husband, who was just laying next to her. So yeah, this is getting a little bit much sicker and crazier by minute. And she wanted to apologize. She wanted him to apologize for whatever happened there. It seemed like he's going to, but he triggered her and attacked her. She was able to defend herself. Well, defend. At least she gave him some injury with her small blades or what it was. But he knocked her out. Painted on her again. I don't know what's with him and painting on almost dead women. The paintings are really cool. I must say, like I've said, he's a good mask maker. I can give him that. Then I think he tried to strangle her while she was unconscious or whatever. Manji came to save and fought him for a little while. But this guy still was pretty, like, he probably didn't fight for a very long time, but still was pretty good. So Manji once again ended up on the ground, kinda kicked, having his butt kicked. Then Rain wake up and saved Manji. It was kind of like funny that he saved her, she saved him. It was very small room, so it was kind of crammy there. Like, this guy Maskmaker was kind of badass, I must say. Like, his fighting style. But didn't last for a very long time because Manji, he has so many weapons that he managed to kind of give him a very bad injury. And this guy, I guess he knew what he did. I don't know if he felt bad about it. He wanted Rin to kind of kill him, to finish him off. She didn't want it to because she didn't came to kill him. So she was kind of shook about the whole situation. So Manji finished him off, and well, right at the moment the kid came and it was like shook. Rin was shook about it too, because she was like, oh fuck, now I'm absolutely like Anatsu, he killed my father in front of me, and I'm the same freaking guy like him. She didn't want to be like Anatsu, which is makes sense, you know. So she was shook, But they cannot play the kid, and that was like fucked up, pretty fucked up, I mean. Because the kid was like shook, then he went in and tried to kill Manji. Manji ran into his weapon and kind of fall down, so it would look like the kid killed him, then the kid kind of ran away. And the thing Rin and Manji did, that they faked Manji death, so kid, his mind would be eased that he killed the guy who killed his father, because he didn't thought that Rin was involved. Yikes. They kinda lied him. I mean, his whole life now would be in a lie, thinking that the guy who killed his father is dead. That's so fucked up. But like, this kid would not live for revenge as Rin is doing and other people were doing, causing more and more damage to people around them. So yeah, so like this kid buried his father, and Rin told him, yeah, the guy is dead, I buried him. She showed him like a piece of Manji's hand to like earn his trust, so the kid wouldn't try to search the whole world to try to find Manji and kill him, which won't be possible. Manji is unkillable, so the kid would probably end up dead after a contract with Rin and Manji came to the end. So they kind of saved his life, Rin, and Manji played a part in it, but still, it's so fucked up. Poor kid. Poor kid. Well, like, his father now that he doesn't have mother. Maybe his mother is still alive, but like, where she is, how he's supposed to find her, what he's supposed to do. It was a little kid, maybe 12, 13, 14 years old. That's so fucked up. They just killed his father. Oh my god. I like this episode because of this kind of problematic about the revenge and circle of it and morality and such stuff. Because Rin didn't want it to do that, but in the end they end up killing the father. So yeah, but I really like it. I'm giving it 8 out of 10 because it was very solid. And I love that she actually realized that it's really hard and she wants revenge, but she didn't want other people to suffer, which is kind of contradictory, but she's doing what she's doing. We'll see in the future. So yeah, I really like this episode. I really need to reread the manga. So I'm going to the 7th episode, which was kind of packed with a lot of information and new characters and tons of shit. And it was way better than like 6 episodes, because a lot of my favorite characters appeared, so yay! So this episode is more of Itoryu centered because of the stuff which is happening. But also there's a lot about what is his name? Taito? Yeah. So where should I start? There's so many things in this episode happening. So Taito was at the start and was kind of ambushed by people while he was carried somewhere to some dojo, his dojo or dojo of some people who knows. I don't exactly remember. Like I said, it's kind of sad that in this anime there are not that much detail, so I'm not remembering that. But he killed this guy, and I love his sense of humor. I love Taito. He's such a great character. I do really love him. Good guy. Because, yeah, I probably didn't mention that, but in the flashback of Rin from previous episode, he was kind of like offering her mother to kill herself to not suffer, and then he walked away because he didn't want to be part of this. I mean, yeah, Taito is this kind of great character. He's with this group of bad people, but he's not that bad because he's trying to get revenge on someone who killed his sister. It's very complicated with him, and that's why I really love him. Taito is such a great character. Seriously, I love my boy. He's my boy. Yeah, it was kind of funny, his humor there. Then we got more information about Itoryu. I think Shogunate wants them to be their retainers. and to form some kind of new school, and people of Itaru would be part of it and would like teach members of Shogunate their people or something like that. No, don't know exactly what. Like I said, too much information in this episode. So Taito was like talking to Anatsu about that, and he was kind of quitting the Itaru because this is not what he wants. He don't want to be part of Shogunate and not part of like, why should I be? I have completely different goals, so he kind of quit. More plus, he also went to his girl or friend. You must appreciate Taito. He's such a great guy because he was only going there because he enjoyed her presence. Because she was like, I mean, you're always coming here, but you're not even sleeping with me. Like, why? Do you think I'm not that pretty? They have such a great chemistry between them. They were so precious. In manga, there were like a little bit of more of them. Yeah, they had such a great relation, and they were so sweet together, and I ship them so much. God damn it. Yeah, I really ship them. Because there are these guys who are trying to get Itaru. They're after them. Mugenru, or how they're Muryu, or how they are called? Mugairu. Yeah, they're trying to crush Itaru. They're after them. And there was this like one guy visiting the plates, and he's kinda sicko, and he kinda had a pretty rough time with this girl who knows Data, and is kinda like waiting for Data to came by again, because she was doing this job because of her mother who was ill, and she was like, oh yeah, soon I will be like getting out of this place. And she wanted to be with Taito, to have family, and she really liked Taito. He obviously liked her too because he enjoyed her presence. So yeah, but she was killed by this sick bastard. What is his name? Shira. Oh yeah, Shira. Yeah, introduction of this bastard. If you know anything about Spandam in One Piece, everyone hates him. Some people love to hate him. Shira? Is it Shira? Yeah, Shira is the same kind of type of guy. Yeah. He's a good villain. Really great villain because you hate him so much. Yeah, you would just love to hate him. No questions about it. So he kind of tortured, cut this girl of Tato, and she died bleeding there, and whatever else he did to her. So these guys, after Tato and Itaru, I guess especially after Tato, he's a really sick bastard. And this might be a little bit of spoiler, but I think he is the one who killed his sister. Not sure if I remember it right, but I mean, you can kind of guess it from this episode. So that happened. Meanwhile, there were other people who were killing some Itaru members, and my favorite female character, other favorite female character, Hyakurin, appeared. She is assassin, and she's great with poisons, so that's great. I love her. I'm glad she appeared finally. She's cool girl. She's really cool girl. You would enjoy her. Trust me. Yeah, there's this group who is trying to just kill as much Itaru as possible, I guess. Rin meanwhile trained with Manji. Then Shira kinda met with Rin and Manji, and he offered them help, or he wanted them to work together. He wanted them to work together to get Itaru. But the next day, Rin woke up and there was just this Shura guy. Manji was nowhere to be seen. I was like, oh no 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 no, because at this, like, while I was watching this anime, I didn't know who this guy is, couldn't remember. So I was like, I don't have a good feeling. Like, this guy alone, but it doesn't seem so good. But he offered her food, and like they were talking about like how he is strong and that he was killing people since he was 16 and such. And it was kind of like, well, I don't agree with everything you say or do, but I kind of want to be as strong as you. And it was like, oh, by the way, that food we are eating, the meat, I told you it's not bear. It's actually this, and he threw a head of a dog she adopted at her, or just roll it over. Yeah, he is a sadistic, psychotic, sick bastard. So she was just like barfing because of the shock. She just ate her poor dog she adopted, and it was just laughing at her. The end of the episode. So yeah, that's the introduction of Shira. I completely forgot about this guy, this sicko fucking bastard. I can't wait, and because of the Shira, I gave this episode 9 out of 10. And because of Tatum. I mean, my boy. And Hyakurin. I mean, so many favorite characters in here. Even Shira is my favorite villain because I hate him so much. Oh god. No, well, finally Blade of the Immortal kinda pick it up. Now it's getting more and more interesting after Shira introduction. I mean, seriously, this guy. Oh my god, this guy. I remember some stuff from like later parts. Oh boy. Be prepared for some crazy ride, seriously. I don't know how they will do it in this anime, but this bastard is sick as hell. You can't even imagine. I mean, maybe after he cut the girl up and just let her down to bleed and whatever else he did to her. I mean, Tato. I don't remember how. Tato definitely wasn't very happy about it. Yeah, poor girl. And he also caught the dog. They just ate him and served him to Rin, which take care of him. That's sick, yeah. He enjoys that, you know? He's very happy about these kind of things. He loves to see people suffer. Like I've said, he is a great sadist. I mean, yeah, I gave it 9 out of 10 because this episode was really good. It was kind of quick, but it introduced a lot of characters, where they are going, what they are doing, things with Itoryu, and that it's kind of moving up, but there are guys which are after them. And this Shura guy, which I hate so much. Seriously. And Purin, which she is now with him alone. That doesn't bode well. Seriously, I forgot. Oh, that makes me so anxious because I forgot what is going to happen. Goddamn. I think that's all. Goodbye and see you next time.